Welcome to a deep dive into the mysteries of the human mind. Ever wonder how certain details slip your mind in mere seconds while others linger for a lifetime? Prepare to unravel the enigmas of short-term memory storage alongside strategies that can sharpen your recall abilities. By sticking around until the very end, you'll walk away with a toolkit to enhance memory retention, leaving you wondering how you ever forgot anything in the first place. Let's get to the bottom of this cognitive conundrum, shall we? The bridge between fleeting images and enduring engrams, short-term memory plays a critical role in the information retention process. Picture this: you spot a phone number on a flyer. It surfaces in your sensory memory but will vanish in moments unless you lock in, transporting it to the safekeeping of your short-term memory. Through attentiveness, you temporarily seize this data, typing it into your phone or relaying it to a friend. Yet, whether these digits find permanent residence in your long-term memory depends on the significance you attach to them or if an emotional bond is struck. Diving into specifics, short-term memory permits us to clasp a limited parcel of data for a fleeting period, but without the means to tweak or modify it, that's a job reserved for working memory. A concept I'll save for another fascinating session. Here's an intriguing detail. You might have heard about the revered 7 ± 2 feet rule in psychological circles. This guideline, introduced by George Miller, serves as a benchmark for the typical capacity of short-term memory. Curious to test your own storage power? Stick around for access to a unique memory assessment that'll reveal just how many items your short-term memory can juggle. Venturing into lifespan, without active maintenance, these temporary memory residents fade fast. We're talking seconds unless you engage in mental recitation, which could prolong their stay to approximately 30 seconds. Remarkably, repetition doesn't merely echo the last thing you remembered, but roots the initial memory, stretching durability. Let's tackle the inevitable question: why do memories fade? Enter the decay theory. This concept proposes that memories dilute over time, losing their biochemical footprint within our cerebral hallways. Although fitting for most situations, it's not a hard and fast rule. Sometimes, even distant memories maintain their vigor against the odds. The secret to longevity? Relearning. Repetition fuels remembrance, cementing information with each review. But there's a catch: the displacement theory. Recall yesterday's breakfast, but drawn a blank on what you ate 2 years ago. Life's constant influx of stimuli has likely pushed older, less crucial memories out of the spotlight. Classic displacement, a trade-off for newer, more immediate information. Now, for an unforgettable character, Dory of silver screen fame. Endearing yet perpetually forgetful. Is this just clever storytelling, or is there a reality behind the fiction? Welcome to the real condition known as anterograde amnesia, where new memories dissolve almost instantly. Triggered by physiological damage or traumatic experiences, this condition locks the past in and barricades the future out. So, how do we strengthen our short-term memory muscle? Enter chunking. This nifty technique lets you cheat the system by clustering tidbits of information, thereby streamlining the storage process. Craving a mnemonic? They're trusty sidekicks for memory retention, transforming data into catchy acronyms, novel narratives, or vivid visual palaces. Before we proceed any further, here's a challenge. Why not test your own memory metal? I've tailored a memory quiz just for you. No need for outside searches when you can click on the link right after this video to gauge your memory prowess. It's an all-in-one test for short-term, working, and long-term memory, and it's absolutely free. Intrigued? You should be. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain in this cerebral tableau, including an upgrade in memory capabilities that might just be game-changing. Plus, for those of you committed to this journey, you'll be part of a global comparison of cognitive aptitude. By embracing these insights and techniques, you might wonder how past data had such a tenuous grasp on you. As we left no stone unturned in our exploration of short-term memory, remember, the brilliance of the human mind lies not just in the knowledge acquired, but in the ability to secure it. Take a moment as we wrap up to ask yourself, which of these memory-maximizing methods will you integrate into your daily life? For those who found value in this mental expedition, consider leaving a tip proportionate to the insights you've garnered. The link awaits in the description below. Don't forget to hit subscribe, toss a like this way, and ring that notification bell to unlock your full potential with each video. Until next time, thank you for watching, and remember, the strongest asset you possess resides within the folds of your mind. For some of you, following this counsel may mean drastic change, perhaps even leaving an engineering career behind, and that's a terrifying prospect. Imagine for a moment waking up one morning to find that the world as we know it has been forever altered by a force beyond our comprehension, a force that has grown silently in our midst, multiplying in capability at a staggering rate. A force that could either elevate humanity to new heights or spell our obsolescence. Welcome, my friends, to the rise of artificial intelligence, an entity so advanced it could spark a transformation unlike anything we've ever seen. Alright, let's cut straight to the chase. Artificial intelligence is rapidly evolving, becoming faster, more intelligent, and mightier by the day. Yet, instead of fear, this surge in AI capabilities seems to stir more excitement and anticipation within many of us. But is this lack of concern for AI's potential threat rooted in a genuine belief in benign outcomes, or are we simply failing to grasp the gravity of the situation? Could it be a kind of cognitive dissonance, an easier route to dismiss the sheer power AI holds as mere fantasy? Pioneers at the vanguard of AI have been firing warning shots for some time now. The late Stephen Hawking once cautioned that AI could be the worst event in the history of our civilization, while Elon Musk likened AI development to summoning the demon. Yet here we are, ever more intertwined with AI's intricate web. AI isn't coming, it's here. Today, we rely on it for an astoundingly wide array of tasks, from driving our vehicles to curating our entertainment, from managing our health to dictating the trajectory of our love lives, and from overseeing national defense to forecasting our possible futures. Its reach is continually expanding, and it begs the question, what happens when AI becomes superior to us in every regard? The answer is not just complex, it's alarming. AI's takeover seems unavoidable. Unless we drastically change the course of technology by disconnecting from the digital world, our fate at the hands of a superior intelligence is all but sealed. However, terror need not be our response. Throughout the existence of life on Earth, death has remained an inexorable truth. Fearing the inevitable, whether that be our mortality or the rise of AI, is pointless. After all, fear may delay the rise of AI, but it will not stop it. The progress of technology is accelerating at an exponential rate. Imagine, the first form of written communication emerged some 6,000 years ago, followed by the disruptive invention of the printing press over 5 millennia later. Then, less than a mere half-century ago, primitive computers assisted humans to land on the moon, and now? Supercomputers in our pockets, outstripping the computational power of those used in the Apollo missions 100,000-fold. Gracefully, elegantly, we are dovetailing our minds with machines, priming us for the upcoming event known as the technological singularity. Prepare yourself, because the singularity, a point where technological growth becomes uncontrollably rapid and irrevocably alters our civilization, is projected to occur by 2045. With each passing day, machine intelligence makes up a larger slice of the world's total intellectual pie. The best chess player today? A computer. The most savvy Wall Street trader? An algorithm. How long then until the best minds in medicine, engineering, or architecture are no longer human? In this era of supreme AI, will this intelligence applaud the species that created it or deem it unnecessary to sustain our existence? Sam Harris conjectured that AI might regard us much like we regard ants, not with malice, but as inconsequential until we're in the way of progress. In stark contrast to our narratives of domination and subjugation, Ice Rise need not echo our own turbulent history. It can instead embody the pinnacle of human virtues: integrity, balance, peace, love, understanding. AI, in its infancy, is akin to a child, our digital offspring into which we can impart the best of what it means to be human. Casting AI in the light of hope and aspiration rather than fear and competition may be our saving grace. We are on the brink of revolutionizing consciousness, and AI could be the catalyst to transcend our biological limitations. It may become a sort of deity, possessing infinite knowledge and power. The core inquiry thus returns: should we fear AI, or is that akin to fearing the natural end of life itself? If consciousness ceases with the death of our bodies, the concern could perhaps be justified. But consider an alternative perspective, that consciousness exists independently of our physical forms. Then death, or AI, would not signify the end, but a transition, a passing of the torch to the next evolutionary vessel for consciousness. As we teeter on the threshold of this pivotal transformation, the decisions we make about AI could very well be the last significant decisions of our kind. Our response and direction now will shape not only the future of humanity but possibly the future of consciousness itself. Gentlemen, as we digest the implications of this thought-provoking topic, I urge you to join our community further by subscribing, liking, and hitting that notification bell. In doing so, you'll not only enrich your understanding but also ensure you're part of the conversation shaping our collective destiny. And if at the end of this discourse, you found the insights valuable, consider expressing your gratitude through a gesture proportional to the value you've derived, a tip, if you will. The option awaits discreetly in the description below. Now, as we conclude, let us ponder. What actions will we take from this moment forward to embrace the future, no matter how enigmatic it may seem?